In continuing on about thinking broadly, it's important to think about what you're doing beyond your local community and what you're doing with yourself. The main reason is that it is important that you not limit yourself or constrain yourself to just getting involved in details. Thinking broadly means sometimes moving away from something that you've already tried. To give you a computer analogy, for example, let's assume you're using a computer that's slow. Well, there are different ways you can do it. You can try to patch it. You can try to have a program fix it. Or thinking broadly, knowing that you may lose some things that you have on there, but you have it backed up and you can pick and choose. Restore the computer to factory settings, and then add what's current and what you wish to use today. Although it's easy to do, it is a big decision step. The reason why it's a big decision step is because you have many things that are dear to you that you're afraid of losing, but you won't. You'll gain it back. And what happens, you'll also save time and frustration, which will be seen in others when you talk with them, and you are happier with them. The second issue I'd like to talk about is the Affordable Health Care Act, or what is known as Obamacare. In philosophy, I agree that national health insurance for everybody is mandatory. However, in implementation, I have concerns. The concerns I have in implementation is that based on the way the current plan is implemented, the Obama Health Care Act will force many companies in the United States to adopt what French companies have had to adopt many years previously. A maximum 50 employees, or breaking a company into a maximum 50 employees, as well as reducing hours, and the fear in a group of 50 people that if one person becomes extremely ill, it can cause catastrophic effects on the plan and the payments for the subgroups of 50. In addition, the way the Affordable Health Care Act, or Obamacare, is set up, the percentage of gross income that is withheld, or needs to be withheld, for a family of four can amount to an equivalent of 2 additional deductions, with greater penalties after deductions are not followed. What I would have wished to have seen is a healthcare system that basically would have covered everyone, and especially covered those that don't have health insurance, even with just starting with the basic doctor's appointment, so people don't have to go to the emergency room all the time to see a physician, as well as basic pharmaceuticals for diabetes, vision, dental, and other forms of known and common treatments. The problem with the health care bill as it stands, though, based upon the tax deductions and income deductions that people will have to go through, it will be a big shock. And October 1st, it will be a bigger shock, as people may have to pay for the whole year in 2 months. The problem is what happens. The implementation has become a Christmas tree. We need to have health care for everybody to keep, so that everyone can work and continue to work as well. But we can't have a Christmas tree or a complex system that's going to be like an excessive tax with penalties on people, and force businesses to go into smaller pools. There is a better way how to do this, with bigger pools, and also what happens without having to make it that people have to take an extra deduction. Many people are having to withhold basically just to make ends meet since the meltdown of 2009. The third topic is moving on and forward from the meltdown. Although I don't like talking about the meltdown, appearance in some people's mind, the meltdown occurred. Yes, it did occur in 2008 through 2009. The stock market went down about 38%. Fine. There have been business cycles before, and as a world, we've always survived them. The thing about what happened with the meltdown was a change of attitude. It's from 9/11, 2001. We got into a change of attitude of class warfare, and class warfare is detrimental to anyone in any society. It is important that class warfare stopped, especially since the last election. The last election almost to me seemed like an advertisement for the workers' paradise. One businessman who was from Hungary on CNN gave an advertisement what the harshest things of class warfare like when he left Hungary when it was still basically a communist state, about how harsh things were, and he was right. The thing is, every business has a cycle, and what happens is it's not a time to panic. Yes, there are a few people who were irresponsible in handling investments and violated the public trust. However, we should not change our system to a workers' paradise type system where we give too much control to politicians, and the politicians basically dictate what business can be done in the private sector. We as a country and a world are stronger when the public makes most of the income from the private sector rather than from government benefits of free cell phone, food stamps, and other things. It is time to offer people micro grants and micro loans up to $100,000. Rather than pay this $100,000 for administrators to take care of caseworkers and create a nation of clients with our caseworkers, it would be far better to offer individuals at least $100,000 to start their own small business, medium business, and they can do far better than what basically a vast administrative complex can do, as well as a caseworker complex. Currently, to demonstrate my belief, I'm working with Corvair Veterans Home in Zion to get started to help homeless veterans, and we are open to all veterans. It doesn't matter what their politics are, what their orientation is, LGBT or not. We're open to all. However, we've run into the same difficulties many people have run into as well, with banks in a standing wait about willing to do loans, and venture capital firms willing to do deals. However, we're continuing looking at innovative ways on how to continue forward. The point is, innovation, creativity, and spirit is what is needed. Like the 90s when the public internet boomed. The computers we had back then were very slow and primitive compared to today. Yet the attitude was there, the creativity was there, and great things occurred. We can do it again. Let's not give in to fear. Keep a positive attitude. Remember, you achieve more with honey than you do with vinegar. And to move on and forward. Thank you.